Well, you have bought your weather radio. It is now time to program it. I'm going to take you through step by step on how to program the Midland WR120 weather radio. Good morning, it is 4:30 a.m. and now on WJBF Live Viper 6. Another dry start this morning. We're seeing just some scattered clouds overhead, but we are off to a very cool start. But right now, the big concern, if you are in the city of Aiken, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. This is a dangerous situation here right over downtown Aiken, a tornado-warned storm heading into Aiken. We're actually off to a bit of a cool start, but a big warm-up lies ahead here over the next couple of days here. So enjoy this cool wave while we've got it, because we are starting to be breaking a sweat as we go into next week. Already up to 85 right now in Thompson, 82 in Barnwell, and look at these dew points, well into the 70s now. The air is very, very thick. It is very, very warm out there. You can see these heat index values, or feels like temperatures, already near 90 for a couple of locations here. Well, now we turn to that devastating and deadly flooding in Texas and much of the South. A wave of tornadoes making the situation even more desperate. ABC's senior meteorologist Rob Marciano has the very latest. Make sure you buy your weather radio this year to make sure you are staying safe if severe weather threatens. I'm meteorologist Ed Bloodsworth. You can find all of this at WJBF.com.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Now at 6:19, got to give a big shout out to Betty Bowl out of Grovetown, sending us this beautiful picture of last night's sunset, some clouds rolling in at just the right time to give us some of these fiery colors here. So if you have any great weather photos, we would love to see them. You may even see them on air. Send them our way to Facebook or Twitter, WJBF News Channel 6, or at WJBF. Thank you for all of your photos. Let's go ahead and take you through the day, hour by hour. Starting this morning, we can't rule out just a little bit of patchy fog out there, but I think most of us are going to stay fog-free. Other than that, just some scattered fair weather clouds. Temperatures warming on up, getting into the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Winds out of the south and southeast for today, contributing to those spring-like temperatures. We are inching closer to your sunrise. Just a beautiful looking sky this morning. That's a live look on our Jiffy Lube Skyview Network camera, live from Doctors Hospital. Beautiful colors on the horizon. Let's talk temperatures. Right now, 56 in Martinez, waking up to 54 in North Augusta. Cooler in Aiken, 45 degrees this morning, and now 48 for New Ellington. It's generally a mix of 40s and 50s all over the CSRA this morning, with 54 in Swainsboro, right at 50 for McCormick, and 49 in Saluda, South Carolina. So far, just some high, thin clouds, and that's really all we've had for the last couple of days. That big area of high pressure sitting out over the Atlantic, it's our dominant weather maker, but we are tracking another weather maker. It's this one, middle part of the country. Very heavy rain over Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana this morning. And ahead of that boundary, temperatures warming up rapidly into the upper 50s in Chicago this morning. Now the warm air, you notice here these shades of green and yellow indicating these above average temperatures. They're going to stay right over the southeast for the next couple of days, through your Friday, through your weekend as well. Again, feeling very much like spring. It does not feel like March out there. Just a few passing clouds as we go on through today. Otherwise, gorgeous. Great weather to take that lunch hour outside, or any evening plans. Perhaps you got dinner plans. Request a table out on the patios this evening. As we go into your Thursday, again, a few more clouds, but we're going to stay dry. Boundary slips in here on Friday. Not much expected here aside from a few showers by Saturday, but it does look like another piece of energy will slide in here, and that should help to boost your rain chance by Sunday. In the meantime, we warm up into the low 80s for Thursday and Friday with lows in the 50s and 60s. And then again, some rain chances through the weekend. Don't forget, those clocks do go 1 hour forward this weekend, guys.
Well, if we do forget, it's not your fault because you're telling us every day. Thank you, Ed.
Yeah, no problem. This is moving off to the north and east at about 30 to 35 miles per hour. There's a look at the area. Now, this is our storm mode, and this is the storm right there. That is what we've popped up here. Let's go and try to zoom in on this area and get a closer look. This is our storm mode. This is our Barron button, and what we're seeing with this little shade here, it's indicating the strongest part of this thunderstorm, and that's where the shear is, the turning of the winds, and that's why they've now issued this. We mentioned this at about the bottom of the hour, that this is the storm that we were watching and noting some potential rotation. This is now sliding right to McBean. So if you are in McBean right now. Take your tornado precautions. This is a dangerous storm. You need to be into the lowest level of your home, away from windows, get into an interior portion of that building. We're talking about a small closet, small bathroom. There, zoom in on that area right there, John. That's it. That's it.
Right there.
That is it. Okay, and this is it, folks. This is a very strong area of rotation. This is what we call a tornado vortex signature. Winds blowing towards the radar in green, back away from the radar in that shade of red. So this is it. If there's a tornado on the ground, this is it, and it's located right along. That is, I believe, is Storm Branch Road, John, right there.
It is.
And it's just to the immediate east of Pine Log Road. There's Silver Bluff Road. So here we go. This is it, folks. Right there, and we're seeing some incredibly high winds there, 43 miles per hour. So even if there's no tornado with this is a big wind producer. So again, we've got a lot of rural counties, and we've got a lot of neighborhoods here that lie along Silver Bluff Road heading towards Aiken. Folks, there's the city of Aiken. Right there. There's Whiskey Road, Silver Bluff heading over towards Whiskey Road. So if you're in this area, I would say, John, and you may agree with this, if this continues on its current track, it should generally stay on the north side of Silver Bluff Road.
It should.
The idea here with some of the streets here. We got Horse Creek Road, you've got Boyd Pond Road. Here, this is it. Let's go ahead and keep on.
This is the latest update.
Yeah, let's go ahead and move on with this. It's not looking quite as organized as it was a few minutes ago. It's looking a little bit more disorganized, but we definitely still have a rotating thunderstorm. Every single indication here. And now, this is Silver Bluff Road. This area of rotation, it looks like it's broadened out a little bit, and it is now right over Silver Bluff Road. This is it right here. So occasionally we're going to end up seeing where this area of rotation, it may get disorganized and may coalesce again. So that's why the tornado warning continues. Here's Whiskey Road, and you can see a lot of these tiny streets in here. Boy, this is the south side of Aiken. This is it. This is now sliding into Aiken as we speak. It's been picking up a little bit of speed here as it's been rolling off to the north and east. So the tornado warning now continues for Aiken County right now. If you can very quickly, John, actually go over into Omni and flip over to the our Skyview Network cameras, our Jiffy Lube Skyview Network cameras, because I noticed something here in the last couple of minutes. Just look.
That's the Aiken Technical Cam.
This is it. This is Aiken Tech. Okay, so this is a tornado vortex signature. We have a potential tornado now rolling into Aiken, into the city of Aiken. You can see this structure here. We've got a big Boeing structure and it's sort of wrapping itself up in this very heavy rain area northeast at 33. This is now moving into Wood Valley here at 417. This will move into downtown Aiken as well. Hunt Cliff at 415 this afternoon, and then again as we head towards Southwood at 416.
There it is right there.
There is a very clear indication of rotation within this storm. We'll go and actually draw that out for you, because a lot of folks are maybe not as well adept to radar as we are. This is the area that we're looking at. This is a tornado vortex signature. You have winds in the green blowing towards the radar located, and then you have the winds in red blowing away from the radar. When we see that signature pop up, that is a very clear indication that we have a potential tornado. And as you said, in that warning, we didn't have one officially on the ground yet, correct, John?
We have not had any confirmed reports of a tornado on the ground.
We continue on its current track. It's going to slide through Aiken and then eventually get towards, this is Interstate 20, that thin red line right there, and then eventually this starts rolling off into northern Aiken County. But right now, the big concern, if you are in the city of Aiken, you need to be seeking shelter immediately. This is a dangerous situation here right over downtown Aiken, a tornado warm storm heading into Aiken. Actually, zip on to the north very quickly here, John. We've got an interesting feature that's popped up. Okay, all right, so now we're looking at Edgefield County. We've got potential weak rotation, an area of weak rotation developing between Edgefield and Johnston. No tornado warning in effect right now, but actually we do have a severe thunderstorm warning.
We do.
We do, for this, right here in Edgefield County. And that is now in effect until 4:45 here. We're going to watch this very closely. If you're in Johnston right now, you need to be in a very sturdy building. You're likely going to see 50 to 60 mile per hour winds with that thunderstorm. That will continue to roll over towards Saluda County. So this is an ongoing weather situation, a dangerous situation in terms of strong winds and also the potential for a tornadic thunderstorm here. So again, Trenton, you're getting blasted right now with extremely heavy rain and also very high winds. Just to give you an idea, there's Highway 1. Again, heading over towards Rich Spring, Monetta, back over towards Saluda as well. And again, that's your highway going through Edge. Wow, look at this. Okay, so now we've got two areas of rotation.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get a warning, possibly a tornado warning here. That's about as strong as I've ever seen here, John.
I just took off the rotation marker
Yeah.
so we could focus on the winds coming into and out of the storm.
Okay, we've got a tornado warning for Aiken County, but I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and do this. If you live along Columbia Road here, and if you're in Johnston, you need to seek your shelter immediately, because we have a potentially another area of rotation developing. No tornado warning has come out. We're waiting
Correct.
on it from the National Weather Service, but this is it. If you're in Johnston, this is a big time area of rotation that has now developed within the last minute or two here. So we could have a potentially another tornado forming right now. Go to the north, new tornado warning. There we go, Edgefield County. New tornado warning. This is coming in right now. Tornado warning now in effect for Edgefield County until 5 o'clock. And we've got a skit marker that has just popped up there, right there. And I believe we're going to get the particulars on this cell, because we've got a very strong area of rotation. There we go. These are some of the areas. I'll tell you what, we've got Harmony at 428. You've got this heading towards Johnston at 435. Do me a favor, there's actually an orange skit marker just north. Click on that one. I think we're going to get a VTI out of that. There we go. VTI now about 3.7, so still on the low end of a tornado warning, but this is a Viper Tornado Index. So we got about a 37% chance, if you do the math, that we've got a tornado here, but this is a very well-defined couplet. You saw it here first. We called this tornado warning just before the National Weather Service issued it. So this is the new area of rotation that is now rolling right into Johnston. So if you are in the city of Johnston, you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. Time is running out for you. You have less than 10 minutes.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back on a Tuesday afternoon. Could be a bit of an active one for us here. Very much like yesterday, the clouds are already starting to build up, and eventually they will give way to some showers and some thunderstorms. Some of those, just like yesterday, could be strong. Maybe you could see some small hail, or maybe some damaging wind gusts. So we're going to keep our close eye on that. Again, high temperatures going to climb to around 85 or 86 this afternoon. Jiffy Lube's Skyview Network camera looking from Doctors Hospital, and this is exactly what we were seeing at this time yesterday. We had a good amount of sunshine this morning, but now with the moisture starting to rise, now things are starting to heat up. Those clouds are starting to form here, and eventually these will get tall enough to produce precipitation and give us some thunderstorms. Right now, upper 70s across most of the metro area, 78 for downtown Augusta, a couple of low 80s showing up here for Sylvania, Allendale, and Bamberg. Already up to 82 now for Swainsboro and Thompson at this time. And Dew Point still running very high. There is a lot of moisture out there. It's going to feel rather steamy as we go into this afternoon. So here's the visible satellite imagery. Again, we had a lot of sunshine, but now we're getting these clouds to build up, and you will see some of these brighter shades of white here. That's where we're seeing some of the higher cloud tops here. Those are the ones that we're thinking are going to form into the initial thunderstorms as we go into this afternoon. Now, here's the latest from a live Viper 6 radar. Right now, again, not showing too much out there at this time. We're looking at numerous thunderstorms that are starting to develop really across the entire region right now. We'll throw this into motion and show you. We're not seeing too much again in our area, just a couple of dots here on the radar. There are still some good thunderstorms near Charleston, a few more thunderstorms developing near Columbus, and this is a little bit closer to the actual cold front that is sliding through here. So we're ahead of that. The atmosphere getting unstable. And hey, there's a big update. We just got this now. Most of now the CSRA under a slight risk of severe weather. Now we're seeing more of this yellow on top of us here. So that means there's a better risk that we're going to see some severe thunderstorms. This now stretches from Saluda back through Augusta all the way to Wrightsville. So if you are in the eastern half of our area, we'll likely see at least some thunderstorms this afternoon produce some hail and some damaging winds. Make sure you download the Live Viper 6 weather app for this afternoon. Now, our forecast model is not panning out too much here, but again, I think we're going to see a better coverage of thunderstorms. And again, any storms that we see pop up in this area, the atmosphere is highly unstable, so we are likely to get at least a couple of strong to severe thunderstorms this afternoon. But then the pattern starts to dry out as we go into tomorrow. So as we just mentioned, Facebook, Twitter, we're always online. Download the Live Viper 6 weather app for free today. And then once the thunderstorms get going, you can also check out Live Viper 6 Interactive at WJBF.com. You'll be able to track the storms right down to your street or even down to your address. Here's your forecast for the rest of the work week. It's looking great. Lots of sunshine coming our way. 70s right on through the end of the week. Very comfortable, in fact, very nice for your Thursday and Friday. Morning lows near 50, and then we're back into the 80s as we go into the afternoon. So again, just like yesterday here, these storms are going to start building up. We're going to keep a very close eye on the radar throughout the afternoon, guys.
And tomorrow's the payoff.
Absolutely. Beautiful weather for the rest of the week, guys.
All right.